Greetings, math friends. This is another math lesson by our teacher, Mr. Sandell. In this lesson, we're going to just quickly review what perimeter is and maybe talk about some real-world applications for that. So, first thing about perimeter, let's get some vocabulary. The width is your smaller side. Okay, as you can see, this is a rectangle, and your width is your smaller side. Your length would be your longer side. The way that I remember those, length starts with an L, as does the word long. So your length is your longer side. So let's put some numbers to this, and let's get started. Let's say our width is 3. And our length is 8. Okay. And what a lot of people will do is when they see those numbers, they'll think, oh well, your perimeter, is 8 and 3. Well, what people forget to do is they forget to also include how long this side is and this length here. So what I always do is when I see numbers here and it's a rectangle, I automatically transfer them here. Alright, so now our rectangle has dimensions the whole way around. Now the way you find your perimeter is you add up your sides. The way that I like to do it is I like to use the same number, so I go 8 plus 8 is 16. 3 plus 3 is 6. When you add them together, it is 22. Now we didn't have a unit on this one, we'll have a unit on the next one. Okay, so let's get another example for us. Let's say we have a square. That's not a perfectly drawn square. But our square, let's say one of the sides is 7, and we'll say it's inches. Now, if you know anything about a square, you know that each of the sides are the same length. Alright, so if this is 7, then this also has to be 7 inches, as well as this and this. So 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 7. Your perimeter is 28 inches. Okay? When you think of perimeter, think of the outside and that you're adding them. Okay? Now let's think of a real world example. This is a yard here. This is your property, and you want to put a fence the whole way around it. Well, when you're thinking fence, you're thinking the outside. So if this is 25 feet, and this is 10 feet of fence, what we would need to do now is figure out what this side is. Well, since it's a rectangle, we know this also has to be 25 feet, and this has to be 10 feet. Okay? Perimeter's outside. Think of rim. The rim of a cup is the outside of it. 10 plus 10 is 20. You can just put it inside if you want to. 25 plus 25 is 50. We're going 5 backwards here. Okay? Which ends up being 70 feet of fence that you would need on the outside. Alright, let's do one more. Let's say you have a really strange looking shape like this for a perimeter. Okay, maybe this is a fence that you would want for some, different sized yards. Well, let's say this is 10 feet here, and this is 10 feet here as well. Okay? Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Let's say that they give us, this is 3 feet, and this is 4 feet. Sometimes what problems will do is they won't give you these extra sides here. So what you have to do is you have to really figure them out. But thankfully the problem is really, it has all the answers. If this whole thing is 10 feet, and from here to here is 4 feet, to figure out that, all you need to do is 10, take away 4, which is 6. So we know that this is 6 feet right here. Okay? Like I said, because 4 plus 6 is 10. Same here. If we know this entire thing is 10, we already have 3 of the feet. Well, all we have to do is have 10 and take 3 more away, and we figure out that this side is 7 feet right there. Alright? Hope we've learned something about perimeter here.